Good evening, everyone. My name is Sofia Moreno Jaimes, and this is a recording for the exam preparation session that I prepared for the week 7. Unfortunately, any of the students could connect. They couldn't sign up for today. So I'm going to continue with the class explanation. So today's or this week skill that we were going to study was the writing skill. And today students were going to practice the writing skill by writing statements that will help them to write a future essay for a future exam. This was the agenda that we were going to follow. We were going to introduce ourselves. We were going to discuss the goal. After that, we we're going to proceed with the warm-up activity that all of the students should practice their writing skill. And then we will get more into the writing strategies and the writing activities for today's session. And then we were going to conclude with answering questions that students might have. This was the goal of the class. By the end of the session, the student will be able to plan and write a short opinion essay on an everyday topic. They will understand the basic essay structure and use simple strategies such as linking ideas, giving example, and clearly showing their opinion to get ready for the future writing exams. So as I was mentioning before, that's what the students were going to do. They were going to understand the basic structure of an essay. And based on that, we were going to use strategies that the website will give us to start linking our ideas, or reasons, or examples, and or opinions. This with the goal of get better in our writing and get good scores in future writing exams. So this was going to be the warm-up activity. The students should answer this question. Do you agree or disagree? It's better to have a high salary than a job that you like. Based on that, the students will have the access to write their opinion here in this section. And then after that, we were going to review their opinion. If there were some issues with the writing, we will provide that positive feedback on the areas that they need improvement. And then after that, we were getting to the writing activities. We were going to read, and I was going to explain the different strategies that we have to keep in mind when we are writing an essay. We will watch a few minutes of a video that will help us to understand the basic structure of an essay. And then after that, we were going to follow the instructions of the activities. So for example, the students will take the time to write an introduction and each sentence or phrase that the statement should say, then a body paragraph, the first body paragraph, what should it say? What would be the strategies that we should apply on that paragraph? And the same thing with the second body paragraph, and then the conclusion. After that, we were going to kind of read about an example, a possible example of a future essay. Based on that, I select 3 different types of topics, I will say, to agree or disagree with a question. For example, in this case, why is it is important to protect the environment? In the previous session, a student could do the introduction statements and the body statement. Because of time, we couldn't do the conclusion statement. Then the second question was social media, good or bad? And the third one, can money buy happiness? So what the students will do is that they will choose one of these 3 questions, and they will going to answer and write their own opinions and why they agree or disagree in these topics. And that's pretty much what we are going to do today. Of course, after this part, if the students have questions, they will let me know, and I will try to clarify and help them with their learning process and more with the writing skill. But unfortunately, any of the students could connect today, so that's why I'm recording this to explain the expectations that I had to give this class. And that's it. Thank you very much.